So this is day one of learning the intrinsics, the ins and outs of data modeling. I have taken Power BI as a tool here, but it's tool agnostic. You can recreate the scenario in any other tool as well. So I have two tables here. One is a dim table which has 4 rows, a product ID P1, P2, and we have two blanks. One is entirely blank row and one is a row where ID is blank but name is present. I have another table which is kind of a fact table, which is a sales table. It has two columns, ID and sales. ID has two P1s and one P2, P3, P4, P5, and we have respective sales as well, right? Straightforward. Now, if I try to create a relation between them, by default assumption of anyone who is coming new to the field, or even if you go to ChatGPT, prove that it will tell you wrong results, is Power BI or any is like ChatGPT will say that it's a if you create a relationship between both these tables, you will get one to many, and it kind of makes sense. Also, we have one row and one row can have multiple values present here, right? But this doesn't happen in like reality. If I delete all the relationship, let's say this is the default data model, there is no relation between them, the same tables are there. If I create a relation between both these tables, I should drag this and see here, it's creating many to many by default, right? It's a many to many, and if I go to my report, the reason this happens is the condition in Power BI for a table to be on one side is that there should be no duplicates. Power BI assumes that one of your table, let's say here the dim table which will be on the left side, should not have duplicates. If it has a duplicate, that means it can't be on the one side of a relation. That means if ideally I go to transform data and if I remove any of the blank, then I won't be having duplicates, because right now I am having duplicates of a blank. Okay, if I, let's say for example, if I remove the row number 3, now I have just one blank, so I have no duplicates of blank, right? If I close and apply and apply the change, go to your data model, you will need to delete the relationship first to understand what will be the new relationship. Now if you drag it, it will be one to many. Okay, I'll prove it. If I drag it here, see here, one to many. The reason now it is treating your dim table on the one side is because your one side is not having any duplicates. Now you can recreate the same scenario. If I delete this and go back to the transform data, I will uncheck this, just a sec. Okay, now for the first case I just removed this row, right? So it's a like you can either remove this row or you can remove the last row as well, doesn't matter to be honest, because the only thing that matters is there should be no duplicates in a table. If there is any duplicate in a table, at least on the column where you are joining it with the other table, it can't be on the one side of a relationship. That means everything will be many to many. So now what I have done is I have removed the other row where the attribute was there, but still I don't have any duplicate of a blank. Even right now, if I create a model, it will be one to many. So to prove it to you, I will drag product ID on the sales and see here, it's one to many, right? So the conclusion is, even if you see your data, you might think that you will have a one to many relation, many to many, one to many relationship, but even if there is a duplicate of a blank, it will be many to many. One liner conclusion is, at least one table or the left table of your model should have one column which should not have duplicates. Then only it will be treated as a one side of a table, and then it will be one to many. Thank you.